Hey, Mike, how's it going?
It's going good. How about you, Don?
Oh, pretty good. How you doing? How are you feeling today?
I am feeling jubilant.
Jubilant.
Jubilant. One more time. Jubilant.
Jubilant. That's a big word.
That is a big word.
In a world where most podcasts sound the same, two guys talking about almost everything under the sun. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ed Stuff with Don and Mike.
Really?
Come on! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So,
we got much to talk about this time
much
around.
to do.
We have lots on our list,
Yes,
and we do make a list. It's on a dry erase board behind the camera.
yes. You can't see it. Ha ha.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like boring if you just read our list.
Yep. And it used to be over here, so we would be going, "Oh, we're going to talk about this."
Now
But now we put it behind so we can't see it.
Yeah, we make deep, poignant eye contact with you while
Yes.
reading our list.
Just like was it Garth and Wayne? Whoa.
Oh, swing.
Yeah. Swing.
Swing.
Anyways, it's Halloween time. Boo.
Boo. I always like that because I just want to put another B at the end of it.
Yeah, boob.
Boob. Boob would have been a great Halloween thing. Boob. Ah. But they're not scary. They're amazing.
Yes.
So Halloween's here. We're talking about candies. What's your go-to Halloween candy?
There's so many. I love Mounds bars.
Mounds, because you don't feel like a nut.
No. Well, sometimes I do.
Yeah, that's
sometimes I
Almond
don't.
Joys. Almond Joys have the nuts.
Yeah, Mounds don't.
And then, we're talking about D's nuts
Yep.
in your candy bar.
Yep. And then what's another one I love is I like Musketeer bars.
Oh, God, I love Three Musketeers. Look, you got to have something to drink, though, with a Three Musketeer
Yeah,
bar.
a nice glass of milk.
Yeah, Reese's is my personal go-to. I'm a Reese's guy.
I did not like those until a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they can be a little much. I can see that.
I just couldn't. For the life of me, I'm pretty weird, but for the life of me, I could not envision peanut butter, somewhat salty type thing, with chocolate.
Ooh.
So one day I was like, I've got to try this. Why not? It just didn't sound right to me. So I ate it and no looking back.
Yeah, no look back. It's like,
Yeah.
God damn, it was good.
But the hard part about it is trying to get the paper out of your mouth.
Yeah, you just chew long enough.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Baskin Robbins, this is where we learned our peanut butter jelly, they have the best chocolate peanut butter ice cream.
Mm.
And it is phenomenally tasty. Little shout out to Baskin Robbins. Although I haven't been to one since, like you were talking about the other day, since Cold Stone's come out. I haven't eaten at a Baskin. I'm sorry, B&R. But
You're from Connecticut.
are they really? Is that
Yes,
where
they are.
Oh, wow. Claim to fame.
Yep.
Well, their chocolate peanut butter is jamming.
Yeah, I used to like the back in the 70s, man. They released. I can't remember if they re-released it or they released the Jungle Book, and so it was back in. I think Jungle Book was in the movie theater, and I remember because I draw, and I used to draw Shere Khan.
Oh yeah.
So I was right about the time that and Ka and all that stuff, Baloo. But Baskin Robbins had this thing, and they had this thing with the Jungle Book, but one was called Gorilla Vanilla.
Oh wow.
It was, and I still look for it to this day, and I'm sure they'll never have it again. So I'll have to make it myself. It's just vanilla with coconut in it.
Well, you can make that pretty easy.
Like you just it's almost like you're swallowing the fur of the.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah.
But coconutty.
Yes, it was pretty good.
I'm not a big coconut fan, although I do understand when Mulan came out, Disney did a deal with McDonald's for their like Happy Meals and stuff. Excuse me, and they came out with Mulan sauce, and it was delicious. It was delicious, and they only came out with it for the limited run of Mulan, and then it went
Because
away.
Mulan is only a small little girl. They,
Yeah.
they can only grind up, a little bit of her.
Disney's first trans character, I suppose.
Oh, is that
Even
what
though-
it was?
Even though she's pretending to be a guy.
No. Oh yeah, Mulan. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, Disney's first almost trans character, I
Yeah.
suppose. Very 21st century.
Well,
So we have Halloween. We got decorations. You got your particular costume.
Beetlejuice.
Ooh.
What are you doing, Beetlejuice?
I go as a fat, bald white guy. And I nail it every year. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no hair. That's why the hat.
Yep.
And then I just stack piles of Reese's, but no one trick-or-treats in my house. So I just end up eating them all.
Yep. That's a good excuse.
And I'll throw it in some vanilla ice cream. That's a good thing, too, by the way, Reese's and vanilla ice cream.
Well, with Halloween coming, everybody's going to be wearing a mask of one type of another.
That's true.
So, which brings me to the COVID thing.
Ooh, COVID and Halloween, or just COVID in general, since it's a hot ticket.
Either or.
Hot button
I mean,
ticket.
I'm
Topic.
maybe instead of Beetlejuice, I'll just be well, no, that's kind of insensitive. I won't say that. Stay with
What? You're never
that.
insensitive.
Not me.
You are the most sensitive fella I have
Yeah.
ever met in my
Clutch
life.
the pearls.
Good God.
Yeah, but with all the COVID mandates, Fauci, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Fauci. Who's a
Fauci.
big costume this year, too. Lots of people want to be him.
Yeah, why? Because they want to be on TV all the time, or what?
They just want to be tiny and troll-like, I suppose.
Yeah, well, troll-like is correct. But he at first said, well, don't know if you guys are going to be able to get together for Christmas or Thanksgiving or Halloween. Who the hell is he? He is some little dweeb.
Is he anything? Is he still? Yeah, he's still employed by the president, right?
I don't know who he is, but he should shut his mouth.
I have mixed emotions. I don't. I've been isolating for years, so I'm not getting COVID. Not even if someone were to rain COVID on top of me, to just hide and wash and sterilize.
I just shit my pants so nobody comes near me.
That's a good idea.
It is.
Just rub it all over yourself.
10 feet. It's just like, what the hell?
That's the ultimate COVID
And they
mask.
wear the mask, not
Yeah,
me.
right?
It's like,
Everyone has to rub Vicks all over their nose to stand next to you. That's a good idea. Just
so.
might be an evil genius.
But then so with the mask, okay, I get it, and I'm vaccinated,
I'm vaccinated.
so we get it, but and it's a deadly disease if you have something else underlying, like who's the guy that just Colin Powell, God rest his soul. He died, and they're saying
blood cancer.
of blood cancer, but they don't say that. They say he died of complications due to COVID.
Which means COVID made his blood cancer even more deadly?
Yes.
Because chances are it was the blood cancer that killed him.
Right, but that's a narrative now.
That's neither here nor there.
Yep. So I wonder if the lady that Alec Baldwin shot had COVID,
I don't think so.
and that's probably the way he will spin it.
By the way, that's a terrible event, and I do not mean to laugh at and be insensitive
Yep.
to that.
But who else? I mean, Alec Baldwin shoots his mouth off all the time.
Well,
he tried to shoot the director's mouth off.
there is
too.
have you seen the video of him yelling at a 12-year-old on the internet?
No.
Oh, my God.
Was that his daughter? Because I know he was brutal to his daughter.
It was brutal to his daughter.
And he was brutal to the guy that took his parking space in New York, and he was brutal to everybody else. So Trump should go on Saturday Night Live and imitate Alec Baldwin
Yelling at people.
shooting a director. I think that would be poetic justice.
It would be. It should definitely have some symmetry to it. Although I'm not a Trump fan, but I would like to see him reenact Alec Baldwin. Fair's fair, right?
Yep. And just like I posted on Facebook, a picture of, I'm probably going to get bad press, but I don't care. There's a picture of Alec Baldwin's face, and it says, can't make up your mind? Undecided? Do like I do and pull the trigger.
Too soon. It's terrible, and I feel very bad for the woman who passed away.
I do too, and the other person that was shot as well. But okay, so here's my big thing. So there's going to be gun control activists coming out of the woodwork for this, and the first thing that anybody that has a gun out there, and I'm sure a lot of you people do that watch us. Gun control is actually using both hands. No.
It's squinting real hard.
Yeah. But, the first rule of handling a gun is always treat every gun like it's loaded. Every single time. And if you don't know that if it's loaded or not, you open the chamber and look. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, I think it was a 6-shooter.
Yeah, it had like the blank head in it.
Right, but the thing is when you hold a revolver, you could see the bullets in there. So why not just open it up and pull a blank out and see, because they're not shaped as the same as a bullet.
Normally, I think in a big production, they have people that specifically do that because
she was an armorer.
Remember, that was who died? Was the woman that?
No, she was a director, but there's a person that handles guns on a set called an armorer, and her father was an armorer. This girl was 24 years old. She was a model, and then she went in and worked on movie sets. This was her second movie. So, number one, they were saying that they were target practicing with this gun before all this stuff happened. So
it was an actual working.
It was an actual working gun. Now, I don't understand why they don't use airsoft guns, or they don't use starter guns, or they can't mandate something where it's I mean, I have a couple of guns that look identical to an old Colt from the 1800s. A cowboy
single
style
action Colt. Yeah,
and they look exactly like a real gun, and you can put blanks in them, and they'll do the same thing.
But they won't kill you.
No, they will not kill you
if you hold it to your temple, like that one young man did, the one that played Hercules, or what was that? Well,
there was
show?
Brandon Lee.
Now he died the same way as this girl did.
Yep.
What was it? The Crow, which is actually a really good movie.
Yep. I never saw it.
Yeah, that's surprising. we'll have to fix that. But in the meantime, he died, I think, the same way. And I know that they had, because of that, people were really cautious. I guess it's been so long that people have forgotten to be cautious again.
Yep. But now it's just
tragic.
It's magic. So now Alec Baldwin has to live with that for the rest of his life. And for that, I really, really am sad for him.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I love Alec Baldwin. I know he can be a jerk. I know he yells at 12-year-olds. I know he can, that he's an opinionated fool. But he's an amazingly good actor, and I hope this doesn't deter him from doing more movies. Bad things happen. It's not your fault, but maybe check the guns before.
Another thing that they teach you when you're dealing with guns is never point a gun at someone.
Yeah.
So, strike two, Alex. I think you're an idiot. I really think you're a friggin' idiot. I think that you're a great actor, but you're a douchebag.
Yeah, it's funny. We
I
both
can't
agree about his acting.
Great actor.
Yeah.
Saw him in Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
But you're an idiot. just like from me to you, idiot.
Yeah, just desserts sometimes. I'm not saying that this is deserved, but you gotta watch what you're saying or how you're saying or how you're interacting with people. Bad things happen.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for you.
Oh yeah, no,
I feel even worse for the people that he ruined their lives because he doesn't know how to handle a gun and doesn't know the rules behind handling a gun. So hopefully, Mr. Idiot Baldwin, you'll never do that again.
Well, I'm pretty sure he'll never do that again.
Maybe he'll just go off into
Retirement?
and just, go away. But he won't.
No.
Because he's going to find a reason why it was somebody else's fault. That's what Hollywood people do.
Well, I think it would be someone else's fault. Alec Baldwin's not in any way, shape, or form in charge of the guns, right?
Well, he's the most anti-gun person in Hollywood, one of them.
That's kind of irony.
Yeah.
But, yeah, maybe it wouldn't help. It would, although he spent his whole career firing guns and shooting things. I mean, I've seen him in movies where he's...
Maybe we'll be
learn?
lucky, and his next movie will be jumping out of an airplane.
Oh, yeah, no one
And
checks
they'll
the
take a
parachute.
friggin' backpack instead of the chute.
I do not wish you did, by the way. Mr.
I don't wish you dead. I just wish you wouldn't be such an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, so now we're back to COVID mandates?
Oh, yeah, I got off on a tangent.
No, that's okay. If you're going to get off on a tangent, I guess Alec Baldwin is
the
best tangent
He's
you can
the
get
flavor
off.
of the month.
He is, actually, technically.
So, yeah, the COVID mandate, people getting mad. Okay, so you walk into Home Depot, and you know what? I am one of these people where I'm live and let live, unless you're Alec Baldwin and I think you're an idiot. No, so you walk into Home Depot, you walk into Albertsons, you walk into here, there, whatever, and people aren't wearing a mask. What do you think?
Well, I think that there's going to be people yelling and screaming at them
Yep.
randomly. I think we've gotten to the point in our society now where masks are just ubiquitous. You just have to wear them.
Wait, what was that word?
Ubiquitous?
That's another big word.
It is a very big word. It's very poignant too, because it
Poignant.
applies to this exact situation.
Poignant is really another big word.
It is. Actually, I don't think I know the definition of what poignant really means, other than using it in examples of sentences.
Yeah.
But I think now everywhere you're going to go, you're just damned if you do, damned if you don't, kind of thing. You're going to walk into a store, if you're wearing one, you can't breathe and you're uncomfortable. If you're not wearing one, you're going to get yelled at.
So I get headaches big time. It's probably from breathing your own carbon dioxide and all the other chemicals that you're breathing out. And I literally get a headache. So that if you see me with my mask down around my nose, stay away from me. You're wearing a mask, so if that's my point about people. When you go into a store or wherever and somebody's not wearing a mask, well, you're wearing yours, so just stay away from the person not wearing a mask, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and we don't need any help beating up, killing, maiming, hurting, or humiliating other people in this world. We don't need that anymore. So you can stop yelling and screaming at people walking around without wearing their
doesn't
mask.
do any good.
You can out them, you can yell at them, but if they didn't bring a mask, they didn't bring a mask, and yelling at them is not going to make them put on a mask.
Yep.
At this point, we've learned that people knowingly avoid the shots, but they're willing to take horse dewormer to keep themselves from dying of COVID, but they're not willing to get a Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, or whatever out there. So you're not dealing with the smartest or greatest or the best. You're dealing with people that think, hey, it's a great idea if it works for horses.
Yeah. However, Mike and I both have personal knowledge and have been friends with people that have decided not to get the COVID vaccine, and they have perished from
Yeah.
COVID or underlying.
Yeah, it's really weird because it does the underlying thing is a big important thing. At least in the few that we've known, it seems to be the COVID affects some unbeknownst thing you had in your body and amplifies it and makes it deadly.
And one guy that we knew, he was a contractor in the area, and
young and good shape.
Yep.
Beautiful family.
Yep, great guy.
Successful business.
Yep, successful business. Started out working for somebody else and climbed his way up, and they just decided that they were not going to get
the shot.
Get the shot, and he died. So my heart goes out to his family. His son is one of his sons, who I deal with a lot. Is great kid.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
he's
all
20-something years old, but great.
they're still kids.
Yeah.
Great kids, great family, successful business, but
But we have to go to a break.
It is almost Halloween, which means it is almost the holidays.
Yes, the holidays.
So holidays imply shopping. This year's a little weird
Yes, it is.
because everyone's telling you to buy now,
Yeah.
or else you're not going to have any presents for Christmas.
But then I heard last night, that they said, "Oh, don't worry. It's okay. There's going to be plenty of stuff, but you don't know when it's going to hit." So what they're doing is, in my opinion, they're creating this shark feeding frenzy.
Yeah, they create a vacuum and then they introduce slowly but surely.
So what we could tell everybody is, there may not be many and stuff with Don and Mike shirts for Christmas this year. So you better get them now. You know, they're only $14.99.
Our container from China with all of our T-shirts in it.
Yes,
got
our
stuck
container
as a dock
from Chinatown, Los Angeles.
6 months ago. We
haven't seen.
don't
it
have
yet.
any of that stuff, guys.
I don't know.
But yeah, I find it very weird. It's interesting. I've noticed that, like in the video game world, like when PlayStation first came out, they were really hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
It's like PlayStation stopped making them, or they stockpiled them and created a frenzy.
Yes, that's
and
what
then
they did.
slowly released them at a much higher price than
Exactly.
they could have ever done. So it's feeling a little like that this Christmas season, except for not just PlayStations, except for everything.
Yes. So I'm starting to write a new song. Let me see if I can. It's beginning to look a lot like bullshit.
Retail ransom. But yeah, this holiday season we were. I myself am not a huge Christmas fan. I don't decorate. I don't really believe it. It doesn't mean what it's supposed to mean to me. But if you want to go out and give gifts to people who probably, in all certainty, just doesn't deserve the gifts that you're giving them, go ahead.
I don't give. I used to give a lot of people gifts, and then I look at my wallet at the end of this and go,
Oh, yeah.
ooh, was that a smart move?" And it's not that I am cheap, because I'm not. I'm very generous, to the people that really mean something to me. But it's just like, it's needless. It's like, just, and people don't need to get me anything either. It's just like, be there.
I say this year for Christmas, let's make each other presents.
Yeah.
Find something in your house, ring, notebook, or some markers, or whatever you got. Tell people how much you love them.
Yes.
Or what they mean to you. Don't buy them a present. You know what? My kid doesn't need any more electronics.
So that's a good thing you say that. How many of you out there have children, and when they were little, they would make you a macaroni necklace?
Oh, I love
and
my
you still
macaroni
have
necklace.
that. You still have it, unless you fell on hard times and you had to eat it.
Yeah.
But how
Yeah.
many of you thought that was the greatest thing in the whole wide world? Somebody scribbled a picture and it went out of the lines and it looks like whatever.
A macaroni necklace and a packet of ketchup.
Yep.
Lunch, or is it high art?
Yes, that's correct. So,
I love that
it's
stuff.
just too commercialized,
It is. It drives me nuts. You don't deserve to do that to yourselves or beat yourself to pieces over all this. And you're looking for ways to tell people you love them or that they're amazing. Tell them that. Don't go out and buy them the most expensive thing on the shelves, because you know what happens to it. It gets broken. It gets unappreciated. After a while, no one plays with it anymore, and you're broke.
Yep.
Make a good meal, save the money.
How many times when your daughter was young, and I know when my kids were young, and I'm sure a lot of you can we used to spend thousands of dollars on our kids, thousands of dollars. I mean, you couldn't even walk in the room, and they play in the box that the toy came in.
That was my favorite thing. We had growing up, I had a grass hill in our front lawn. And if the box was big enough, I was in the box going down the grass hill. You end up playing with the boxes. How much money do you save? You just get boxes.
Yep.
If you want something to tear open, great. Just wrap some stuff around the house up and gift wrap. Do it. You'll
Yep.
love it.
Yep. So here's a good thing. And this happened to me yesterday. So this is like so stupid. So I go. My dogs, they need a new bed. So we're gonna go to Ross. So Kathy and I hop in the car.
Ross has pet beds?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
Go down to, we figure, you go to Walmart and they're like $30. Go to Ross and they're like $10, $12, $13, something like that.
They always have them at Sam's Club or Costco too.
But they're expensive.
They are expensive.
And they dig. The dogs normally dig and then they shred it, within, 6, 7 months, 8 months. And you got to get another one. So
Yeah, they just sit and lick their ass in it for
Yeah.
9 hours a day.
yeah, with that poop juice all over the place. But so we get in the car, head over to Ross, and oh, this is cool. We'll put that in the cart. Oh, this is cool. We'll put that in the cart.
Dress for less.
By the time we were done going to get that $13 dog bed, I spent $150. Kathy spent like $180 at Ross.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. My suggestion, and I'm guilty,
I'm guilty.
is when you go there. This is the difference between men and women. However, I got into an undone moment yesterday with I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get it. I get it. I go and I'm out. Not this time because Kathy. I'm going to blame it on Kathy.
You can.
Because she was walking around the store and saying, they have to touch everything in the store. Oh, yeah. How much? Oh, $10. Okay, put it in the cart. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's nice. Oh, how much is this? $4. By the time you know it, it's $150. You don't even realize it.
I do that at Target. Target's I can't walk out of Target for like less than $100, but I'll run in to get I don't shop at Target's grocery department. I'm sure it's great, but sometimes I'll go in and just get a gallon of milk and I know my floss or toothbrushes or something, and then I'll end up walking out like $300 worth of stuff I didn't even know I had. I need these mint flavored flosses, and I gotta get this sweater, and there's a table I gotta get. And,
Yep.
I didn't even know I needed all this stuff. I got nowhere
Wouldn't
to
that
put it.
feather look good up on the wall?
Yeah.
Just all kinds of stuff. So I hate that. And it's Kathy's fault.
And you know what's good though is that the stores are super good at it. They have
yeah.
your psychology down.
Yeah. Well,
They know
screw
what
you,
you're
Ross.
looking for. They know how you buy.
That's not fair.
It isn't.
It's not fair. I'm telling you, it's either I stop going with Kathy or I just go, no, I don't want to go. Because then I could bitch at her for coming home with $190 worth of stuff.
It should be like hunting rules, if you're out hunting a buck in the woods, you have to think and move like a buck, but the buck still has a chance of getting away. And when you're caged inside of a store, you're not only in their forest, but you're listening to their music, you're listening to their, and you're trapped. They
Yep.
should give you a fighting chance.
Yep.
But they don't.
Yeah, that poor buck. So
So the next one is shopping in general. So we just got ourselves a brand new car in the family,
ooh.
which means he had to go car shopping. I had to do it about 6 months ago.
Yep.
And I found it to be completely unenjoyable. Everyone lies to you. Everyone tries to screw you. It was. I thought it would be much better than it was. How about you?
Okay, so I did this, and I've been looking for a new vehicle for about 8 months.
He has, and he's really looked.
And I look at every place. I will turn over every stone to find the car I want. And I went to Mike the other day, and I'm like, I found it.
Yeah, which I really commend your choice on getting a tiny little smart car.
That's not very smart. So I ended up finding this car that I really, really wanted. It was the color I wanted.
Yeah, it's a beautiful gray.
It was the white one.
Oh, the white one, yeah.
So I was going to get this white car. It's a SUV with blacked out rims and beautiful moonroof, all the bells and whistles, or a lot of bells and whistles. And so I get out of work early on Saturday, and it takes me 3.5 hours to go maybe 40 miles because of LA traffic on a Saturday. So I get maybe 20 minutes away from where I'm supposed to gather my car that I have been searching high and low for. And I get that phone call. Oh, mind you, Friday night, I made 4 phone calls to this one particular dealer down in Buena Park. And
Beautiful Buena Park.
I love Buena Park. Knott's Berry Farms in Buena Park.
Yeah, I love
Not
Buena.
Scary Farm.
Ooh, I haven't done that in so long.
I know. I wanted to do it this year, but life's too busy right now.
Well, and I don't want to die of the COVID, so.
Yeah. So I go and I'm 20 minutes away. So I made 4 phone calls Friday and asked them, is the car ready? Is this, is it still there? Because, there's a shortage of certified used cars. So I didn't want to buy a brandy dandy new one because they put them way out of my price range. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a car. I know that they do depreciate, and I know they get scratched, and I know this, and then when you go to turn them in, they want to ding you for everything. So, that's another $100. Oh, there's $1,000. Oh, no. So I called. They're like, yes. I'm texted, or they texted me. I'm texting them back. The car's still there. And so the dude, finally, he calls me, and he says, hey, I know you really want this car. He goes, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the keys, and I'm going to give it to the lady that's in charge of a salesman. So I was like, what does that mean? He goes, well, I can't hold the car for you. However, I'm going to give her the keys and say, just like tell people we can't find the keys. I was like, dude, you really do that? I said, I'll buy you lunch. He goes, don't worry about it. Not going to happen. You're covered. So I'm 20 minutes from Buena Park, and I get the phone call. Mr. Davis, I got some bad news for you. I'm like, you're dying of cancer because I know you didn't sell my car. And so she says, no, we sold the car.
No Christmas gift for her.
Yes, no soup for you.
No soup for you.
So I'm like, what happened? She goes, well, the lady wanted the car, and she's paying cash, and so business is business. And if you want to come down and look at something else we have, great. If not, well, it was nice talking to you. So I was 20 minutes away.
Are they a flat out Ford dealer, or was it like?
Yeah, it was a Ford dealer. So I'm like, well, I'm 20 minutes away. I just spent 3 hours and 10 minutes on the road, so I might as well just keep going the last 20 minutes, see if they have anything I like. If not, I'm out of there. So I go there, and the whole time I'm pissed. However, I did say a prayer and said, God, if this is my car, please let me have it. If not, I understand. Point me in the right direction. Anyways, that car was not there. The car was there, and the lady that paid cash was walking around the car and like loving it and stuff. And I wanted to go, you friggin'. But anyways, it wasn't meant to be for me. But it was meant to be for her. So congratulations, lady, whoever you are that took my car.
On her nice crappy ass car that she got.
That piece of junk.
Buena Park.
Yeah, Buena Park. So, but anyways, it was an experience to say the least.
So you got there and your car's gone. How long did it take you to find the one that you really got?
So I'm like a little baby. Not a baby. I'm like a little kid. Fine, I'm not playing. That kind of. Hey, how's it going? Here comes that sales guy. He's a sales guy. He's strolling up. Hey, how's it going? And I'm like, fine. He goes, you looking for something? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for a hammer to smash that white car up. I didn't really say that, but he's like, what is that you're looking for? I'm like, a car. He goes, oh, is there anything that I can show you? No. I'm pissed, Mike. I'm pissed.
Oh yeah, you just lost your car.
But again, it wasn't meant for me. So I'm trying to calm down, but I had my heart set on it. It had the same interior as my Mustang had.
8 months of anticipation.
8 months of trying to find this car, and I finally find it, and bye-bye. So I look at the Explorers, and there's a couple nice ones, but they're expensive. So I mean, these things are like 2021, and they're used, certified used. That one had like 80 miles on it, or 780 miles on it, and because it's over 700 miles now, it's a
Used car.
Used car.
Wow.
So I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I want moonroof. I don't care about all the other
Now,
stuff.
by moonroof, does this mean this is specifically built for you to stick your bare ass out of?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
That's why it's in the back seat.
Well, it's over me, and then the back seat has
Very hard to take your pants off in the front seat and stick your ass out of
while
there.
you're driving.
Yes.
So
It doesn't have self-drive, so you can moon people while you're driving.
I'll say this for Brian K, who we all know. It helps you stay in your lane.
Help stay in your lane, girl.
So I'm getting pissed, and I go, okay. I saw the car that I eventually bought, and I told the guy, hey, it's like whatever it was, and I'm like, I'm just going to use fictional numbers. So let's just say it was like 40,000, and I said, I give you 36. I don't even have to drive it. Just I'll eat it here. And the guy looked at me and he goes, yeah, right. Just like that.
Wow.
Yeah, right. And then he rolls his eyes. Now, the kid was probably 22, 23.
So the first thing that they all automatically assume when you walk into a car place is that you are a sucker.
Yeah. So
Without a doubt, every time. That's why it takes 4 hours. They could mark it down. They just brought you the bottom dollar one offer from the get-go. It would cut like 3 hours out of your experience, but now you got to go back and forth. Got to play tennis with the dealer.
you just bought a car too.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your experience, and I'll go back to mine if we have time. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
Well,
because I think this one is very similar, and I don't think it really matters
I
what
think
car dealer. But before you do that, let's go to a break.
Okay.